What's up, everybody? Tweeting and coming at you today, and this is my first ever deck review of any TCG game, and it's the One Piece TCG, which I've been having a lot of fun with lately, and I've been playing on Friday nights over at my local game store, which has been really nice and really cool, and I've been having a lot of fun, and I get to play one of the characters that I like the most. Well, one of the characters I thought was cool in One Piece, and I get to do a deck review today, or deck overview today, of the deck. What I think should be if you're playing it fully optimized. If you guys can do me a favor, let me know your thoughts down below about the deck profile and all that stuff, and comment, subscribe to the channel. We'll have more One Piece content coming up. I do also review the manga, so if you guys want, if you're interested in that, feel free to watch those videos as well. And from there, without further ado, let's get into this Kaido deck list. And the entire time I've been playing the deck for the past maybe month or so. Not optimized. I've only had one starter deck. Honestly, I've only had one starter deck, and that was it. I was picking up cards every now and then, like 4 queens, 4 who's who's, or whatever. I couldn't get my hands on kings. I'm not paying $23 for one card. That's insane. And stuff like that. And, I finally was able to get a second starter deck yesterday, and I'm able to actually optimize this deck going forward. So that's really cool. So I can finally give some feedback, from the duels I had, from the matches I have at the store, and get back to at that certain point in time. But now let's talk about the deck that I'm gonna be running going forward with Kaido. So I think it's very important. Right now, 4 who's who's is the way to go. My humblest opinion. He gets rid of blockers. He gets rid of anything that's 3 costs or less, and it's for 3 Dawn, -1. You get rid of a KO. You KO 3 costs or less. This is really, really strong. This has worked for me really well every time I got him out, and getting rid of cards is really awesome. The other thing is, too, he does have a trigger. So the best thing is like what happens is you take a life, early game or mid game or whatever, you pop who's who, and then you go ahead and get rid of their characters that they thought was going to attack that turn, like a 3 cost or less, or whatever the case may be, or get rid of a blocker to set you up to do more attacks. So this is really, really cool. I like this card a lot. I love who's who a lot. He's amazing. For now, we're running 4 of the 9 cost beater. I don't see him enough at 2. I want to try him at 3, but for now we're trying him at 4. I am seeing him a lot more often now. He can be a brick early game, but late game, you're gonna need him. Mid to late game, you're gonna need him, and he's solid. I mean, there are games I'm like, okay, please, I need you to get you now, but I never saw him, and nothing ever happened. So running him at 4, I think, is okay. We'll find if it doesn't work out, we'll cut him to 3, I think. But he's the one character I look at the most, either 4 or 3. And right now, we'll try him at 4. We'll see what happens. 4 kings, I think, is a must. This card KOs a 4 cost or less. He costs 6 for -1 Dawn. You get rid of a 4 cost. Again, you get rid of a blocker. You can get rid of a 4 cost who's been really a pest and annoying and all that stuff. And he's a 7K attacker, right? So he can just go and attack leader. They have to counter. They have to block, etc. He's really good. I think, harassing that 7 cost kid blocker who's really, you know what I mean? Because what happens is they have to block, and if they block, he's a 7 cost or tied, they have to counter as well, so they play another card. So you have to think about it that way. So I like King a lot. Running him at 4 is amazing. At 2, at 3, I don't think he'll do it. I think 4 is the right number. 4 queens, I think this is a staple. I think this is a standard. Blocker. For 1 Dawn, you get to draw 2 cards, trash 1, so you get to draw some cards and fish for something that you might need later on, and we get a blast breath or something like that for defense or whatever the case may be. Drawing cards is always good. And also, Queen is a 6K blocker, so not easy to get over either. So really strong card. I like Queen a lot. Real big fan of Queen. 4 Onigashima. I mean, that's the engine, right? You need 4 of those. Brachio Bombers. I'm running it at 3 for now. It was at 2. I'm debating going to 4. I don't know yet. I think 3 is the right number for this for now. We'll find out later. It costs 6. It KOs a character 6 costs or less, which is really strong. And then add a Dawn to your Dawn area. Also, it has a trigger. So the trigger, once you play it, it just basically adds 1 Dawn and makes it active. What's cool about that is, let's say, for example, I'm being attacked. I take this. I pull this, right? You think about it for a second. Let's say, for example, you don't have an active Dawn currently to activate Blast Breath to block the next attack. Well, then this comes out. You play this card, right? And then from there, what you do is you add the Active Dawn, and if they attack you again, now you can play your Blast Breath. So that's what I like that if that ever happens. I've done that a few times, and it's pretty cool. So I like it. I'm liking it at 3. We'll see what happens going forward with that. 4 of the lead performers. I mean, this card is amazing. When I was at 2, I didn't see it enough. And also has a trigger where you can play it from the life, and then you can add an Active Dawn, and you can draw a card. It's really strong. Drawing a card for 4 cost and adding an Active Dawn is amazing. If I could see this more often than not, I'm a happy person. And also, the artwork on these cards are amazing, by the way. I mean, I love the manga so much. Like, the manga artwork, I mean, they've done a phenomenal job with this. 4 Blast Breath, that's a standard. That's 4K for 1 cost. Protects your leader from getting attacked and all that stuff. Really strong card. It costs 1. Very cheap. Really good card. I run 4 page 1s, and I run 4 ultis. When these two come out together, it doesn't happen often, but it does. When it does, it's amazing. When these two come out together, it's great. Page 1 is a 6K 4 cost, which is really strong. When you basically play ulti, she costs 4, get rid of a Dawn. If you have page 1 in your hand, you could summon page 1, and then right on the field you have a 5K and 6K beater. Next turn could just start going in and just start harassing your opponent and start attacking the leader for life and all that stuff. It definitely gives the opponent a lot to think about. And also, if you don't see page 1, well, if you have ultis in your hand, she's a 2K counter as well. So the 2K counter is really, really good from what I've been playing against. I mean, Kid has a ton of 2K Kid has 2K blockers like it's nothing, and it's phenomenal. 4 Black Marias, you need a blocker. She's cheap at 2. Enough said there. She also has a counter as well, so you can play her as a counter too. So Black Maria is just really good. You combo that with Queen, like it's like really hard to get over. 4 Jacks. I've been running it at 2. It's now going to be at 4. Trash a card, add a Dawn. Again, this keeps the Dawn game going, so that way you can get to the Dawn that you need for like the expensive characters like the Kings, the big 9K beater. The big 9 cost beater, and then from there, the Kaido ability. If you need that 1 extra Dawn to get it to trash a life, for end game, and just basically end the game is really good. And he's a 4 cost, and he's a 4K too. You just add a Dawn, and you just attack. It's really cool. I run 4, just the 2 cost Sheep's Head. Funny enough, like for 2, he's a 4K beater. Like next turn, you can go in and give him a Dawn and just attack leader and just harass a little bit, and just be annoying. Also, he's a counter. You know what I mean? He's not terrible. I don't want to play the 1 cost Jin Rummy because it's 3,000 attack, and it's just a 1K beater. Granted, he's a 1K beater, but if I summon him, he's 4K. Right, next turn I just go ahead and add a Dawn, attack. You know what I'm saying? Like he's pretty good. He's not bad. He's just he's just a counter, and if you want to harass your opponent early game, go for it. Right. I just have him here for that right now. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's my first deck profile of the Kaido deck. I have not played this in tournament yet because, like I said, I just got this yesterday. I just got my second starter deck yesterday, but I have been playing Kaido just with 1 starter deck, and I do like the deck a lot. I'll just say my advice is if you don't get Onigashima early, the game becomes rough. Of course, the matchup against green is really hard. I think blue, people say blue is really bad in the purple, but against blue players, they've been doing pretty well against me. So I don't know. I think that matchup can go back and forth depending on how things work out with Onigashima and all that stuff. And red, I've only played against a few red players, and I think purple wins that matchup too. But it's been fun. I've been enjoying this game a lot. And I love playing. I will keep doing deck profiles. I will have like pack openings at some point. Whenever the starter decks come out and all that stuff. So that'd be really, the booster packs and all that stuff come out. That'd be really cool. I can't wait for the film deck to come out because there's a Douglas Bullet deck that I want to play with purple that I'm a real fan of. I love Douglas Bullet as a character. So like, it's just, this game just speaks to me. And I love every minute of it, guys. Anyways, if you guys can do me a favor, dislike the video, give me your thoughts down below on this deck profile. Let me know what changes you would make. Do you like what I have here? If you don't like what I have here, give me your thoughts down below. Subscribe to the channel. We'll have more One Piece TCG content coming up. I'm loving this game. I'm loving everything about it. It's fun. I enjoy every second of it. It's just phenomenal, guys, and I'm glad I'm on this ride. Playing a game where One Piece is one of my favorite stories to ever read, and the card game is really well done. I mean, the game is really well done. I think they did a really good job. I mean, the artwork is amazing. I mean, look at that. I mean, that's Kaido, right? I mean, it's just absolutely phenomenal. The artwork is just amazing. Yeah, I love every minute about this game. It just makes me happy. And the people I've been playing with locally on Friday nights have been awesome. I've been learning a lot playing them. And the game's been really, really cool. And I like every second of this game. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Keep playing One Piece out there. And I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.